Okay, so the next concept is networking. Okay, networking is very, very important. Okay, how the user is connecting to the database, that is called networking. Let's take an example. If you connect to the particular like application like Flipkart or Amazon, you do like www.something.com. What will happen? So it will connect to the application, right? So application will connect to the database, the backend. Okay, there are three layers: desktop or a browser. Okay, desktop we can call it as a browser. Okay, you log into the Google Chrome, then you give the website https something amazon.something.com. So that is like web. That is like web. So that is the desktop type. Then after that, it will connect to the application. Then the second stage we can call it as a application type. Desktop type, then application type. Then the third phase is called database type. There are three types we have. So this user, we can call it as, it's a combination of like desktop or, okay, so web type or Chrome type, okay, whatever it is, okay. Our language, so we are connecting to a particular website from the Chrome. So user here nothing but it's a combination of both desktop type plus application type. Okay. So then we can call it as this particular user. That user at the end, it will connect to the database type. Okay, let me open some paint here. There are three things, three layers we have. One is like from the desktop or laptop, whatever it is. So we are running something called Amazon.in. Okay. So from here, what will happen? It will connect to the application, actual application. From here, it will connect to the database. So this is what the flow actually. Okay. We don't need to learn about like what is this type, this type. Okay. We need to learn about this one. At the end, whatever we are storing inside the application, okay, that won't be stored in the application actually. That will be stored in the database. So this is the layer. When you run or when you connect any application, we are connecting from the browser. Okay. From there, it will connect to the application. From there, it will connect to the database. Okay. All these three things will work the network. Okay. So from here to here, if you want to connect, we should have internet. Okay. From here to here, if you want to connect, okay, there should be some private connections should be there between application to the database. There is no internet connection between application to the database. Okay, there is a direct connection between application to the database, but from here to here, we should have internet. If there is no internet, you cannot able to connect to the Amazon website. If you are not able to connect to the Amazon website, is nothing but you are not able to connect to the Amazon application. Okay, so everything is depends on the network, but in between application to the database, we have a additional concept is called listener. What is that? Listener. Okay, we
Listener.
have to understand about the listener. So what is the meaning of listener? The listener listens the connections, or listener accept the connections. Okay, if it is true. Okay, if the connection which is coming from the application is true, then only it will allow. If the connection which is coming from the application is false, it won't allow. Means, suppose we have gated community apartments. How many people knows gated community apartments?
I know.
Everybody, Krishna, you are
Yes,
aware
sir.
what is gated community? Riddhi, you are
Yeah,
aware?
we
Abhinav,
Yes. Yes, sir.
Sarita, Sarita,
Aware, sir.
only one.
Kamal,
Yes, sir. Yeah, yes, sir.
Bhargav. Okay. So if you don't know about the gated community apartment, also no, fine. Okay. The thing is like few apartments, they follow some rules. That rule is nothing but they have a security code. They have a security code. What security code will do? Okay, they don't allow the unknown persons to the apartment.
Outside.
Okay. Suppose if the outside person wants to go to a particular flat, okay, they should take the permission from the security. Okay. So when you enter into the apartment or particular like a gate, so what security guy will ask you? So he will ask you like, so to which flat you want to go? Okay, who is the owner of the flat? Okay. So the type of questions he may ask, and also he will record it, and also he may call to the owner, like so and so person came. So can I allow like that? He will take the permission from the owner. So this type of restrictions will be there in the gated community apartments. Are you clear with this point? Any questions about
Yes,
the
sir,
gated
clear.
community?
Sir, clear.
Clear, sir.
The
Clear.
same way listener is doing here. What listener will do? So suppose in the gated community apartment, so you reached at the gate, okay? So before entering into the gate, what you have to do? You have to tell everything to the security guard. Okay, you told like there are like 10 apartments inside the gated community. So you know the flat number, you don't know the block number. Okay, you know the flat number, you don't know the block number. The same flat number will be there for all the blocks. Okay, will the security guard accept?
No.
No.
Okay. So you know the block number, you don't know the flat number. Will the security guard allow?
No.
No,
System
no,
is
sir.
no.
You know the block number, you know the flat number, you don't know the owner name. Will the security guard allow?
No, they'll confirm.
Okay.
In this situation, he might get.
No, so they won't allow. Okay, they should tell everything.
Okay. Okay.
So the same way here, listener has the details of SID. SID is nothing but SID or service name. Okay. So SID or service name is nothing but instance name or database name. Okay. Listener has another details is called port number. Port number, let's assume like a flat number. Listener has the details like IP address or host name. Okay, IP address, our IP address is 192.168.1.88. Our host name is SRVR88. Okay, these three details will be there with the listener. Okay, if you want to connect to the database, these three details should be accurate. Okay, if any detail is wrong, you will not be able to connect to the database. Clear? If the
Clear.
IP address is wrong, suppose if the gated community apartment address is wrong, can you able to reach?
No.
First thing is like before entering into the flat, first of all, you should reach the gated community, right? That particular place. Then you
Yes.
connect with the security code. Then give the detail, then you have to enter, right? The first thing is address. Address is mandatory. Address here is nothing but IP address. If the application wants to connect to the database, application should know the details of all this. The main priority thing is IP address or host name. Application should have a IP address or host name. Then application should have a port number. Application should have a SID or service name, instance name or database name. Okay, if everything is there, then only the application can able to connect to the database. If anything is missing, the application will not be able to connect to the database. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. In the real terminology, like
Yes.
people are calling it as web tier. Okay. Application tier or middle tier. App tier. Middle tier. Okay. Database tier. This is the first tier. This is the second tier. This is the third tier. This is, we can call it as a 3-tier architecture. But as per our case, we work on the back end, right? We work on only this part. I will just show like how the applications connects to the database with all these details. Okay, so how to configure the listener. Suppose if in case like the listener is down, can we able to connect to the database or not? Okay, if the security guard is not there at the gated community apartment gate, will you able to go or not? Is it possible to
can.
go? The security guard is not there. Gates are already closed.
No.
No, sir.
Okay, he went for some break. Then what you have to do? You have to wait until he come, right?
Yes.
The
Yes.
same way
Yes.
here, if the listener is down, you cannot able to connect to the database. When you can able to connect, until the listener is up, there is no chance. Okay, once the listener is up, then only you can able to connect to the people. Clear?
Clear. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Next thing is, so when you log into any Amazon, Flipkart, what you have to give? You have to give the username and password, right?
Yes, sir.
To book something.
Yes.
The same way here, we have a user. Okay, if you want to connect to the database, you should know the IP address, you should know the port number, you should know the database name or service name or instance name. Okay, then you should know the username, and also you should know the password. Okay, these are all like 5 properties you should have. Then only you can able to connect to the database. Clear, understood somewhat like 60%, 70% theoretically.
Yes, sir.
Any
Yes, sir.
questions? Are you feeling it is easy or difficult or confusing?
No, sir, it's easy.
So to do listener creation, so we have to use a tool. That tool we can call it as a VNC. That tool we can call it as a VNC. Let me unpin this. Okay. So we should have something is called VNC viewer. Okay, I am going to upload this VNC viewer in the drive. Okay. So once you download it, you keep it in your local disk E or D, wherever it is possible. So then you have to give right click. Click on pin to taskbar. Then it will be appear here. Okay. Now, so why we have to use that VNC? So this particular putty what we are using doesn't contains all colors. It doesn't contains all colors. Okay. So if you want to install or do some things, okay, some new configuration, we should need Java. If you want to use Java, we should have all colors. Putty doesn't have all the colors. That's why we have to use another tool is called VNC. Okay. So you have to open the VNC port. This is not the port which I am discussing as part of the networking. This is a tool related port. Okay. So we have to run this. The port numbers will be opened. Okay. So your side, it may open SRVR 88:1. 1 is the port number from your side. Okay. It may be 1 or it may be 2, it may be 3, 4. My side, the port number is 4. Okay. So here you can see new SRVR 88:4. Whatever the port number here it is showing, or you can consider the last log file. Okay. Whatever this is showing, that you need to consider. Okay. That is the latest one. You have to take it. So you have to take it. Then you have to click on the VNC. Here, instead of SRVR 88, you have to give the IP address 192.168.1.88. In the real time, you have to give host name. SRVR 88 is the host name. You can directly give that. But in our case, we don't enable host names because it's our practice systems. Everything is not possible here. That's why we are using IP address instead of host names. So we have to give 4 here. Your side, it may be 1, it may be 2, it may be 3, it may be 4. Okay, based on the result in the last line it is showing, you have to consider the port number. Then connect. So continue. You have to give the password Oracle. What is the password? Oracle. All are small letters. You can see the screen will be open in the red color. Just give right click. With the same screen you can see here also. You can go and check here. Here also the same, right? Same red color. This terminal and this terminal both are same. Okay, suppose after like using VNC, suppose if you are getting any error, okay, don't troubleshoot anything. So you can directly do the same steps inside the VM. Because if you are not able to connect to the VNC, that is not our job in real time. So that will be takes care by Linux team. If you send a mail to the Linux team will fix the firewall related issues. In our systems, most of the people are disabled the firewall, I hope. If everyone is disabled, the VNC will work. If anybody is facing the issue with the VNC, so you can directly do whatever the steps I am showing here, you can directly do here. Okay. So here the same way the red color terminal is open. You can see SRV88:4 Oracle VNC viewer. Here what you have to do, you have to go to CD 201 app Oracle product 1120 DB home 1. You have to go to this part. Here you have to run net mgr. What is that? Net mgr. So maximize it. Click on plus. Click on listeners. Click on plus. You can see some listener is there. I want to delete this. I am going to create. Now, there are no listeners present here. If you click on plus, you will come to know the listeners are there or not. Okay. 0 listeners. If you click on plus, it will ask you the listener name. Okay. I am giving the name of the database. Okay. The listener name also like as the database name. So click on OK. So here you have to click on the add address. What is the meaning of address here? Can someone tell what is the meaning of address? What is the
IP
meaning of
address.
IP
IP
address?
IP address.
Okay, here it is by default taking host name. You need to give the IP address 192.168.1.88. Okay, you can see the port number. Port number is like a flat number. So 1521 is the by default port. Okay, it will start from 1521. We cannot give 1520. So from 1521 to 66,500 something we have the maximum limit of the port numbers. Okay. So 1521 is the by default port. Okay, I'm just using that. We given the host name, port number. Okay. So we know the address of the particular gated community. We know the flat number. Okay. Then click on down arrow here. Click on the database services. Add database. We are giving the database. What is our database? Database name is BS prod. What is our instance name? Instance name also BS prod. Okay. So done. We given the database name, IP address, port number. All these 3 things are done. Go to the file, save network configuration. Okay, the listener is created. Go to the file, then exit. Okay, our task is done. Now close this VNC, then go to the put. Here, dot space $env, BS prod. If you want to start the listener, you have to give lsnrctl start BS prod. It is failing with some error. Let's try to start again. If you want to see the listener, where the listener file is created, so this is what the listener file. The location of this is U01 app Oracle product 1120 DB home 1 network. To see when it is created, LSF and LTR, date 10:45:56, right? Just now the listener is created 10:40. So do cat the listener. You can see the details related to the listener. Okay. So we given the database name, we given the SID name, we given the IP address, we given the port number. With all these, some string is created. We are not writing the string with our hands. Okay, we are just using the utility is called netmgr. Netmgr is nothing but network manager. So by using that, we created the listener. Somehow the listener is not working. So I'm just troubleshooting that. What is the IP address it is taking and all. But usually, so the listener should work. It is failing with an error, broken pipe something. So let's try to switch to the Oracle user and retry again. Reset their environmental variables. Let's try to restart the listener. Okay. This is what the command to start the listener. So now we are facing the issue. Okay. The solution for this issue, sometimes we need to restart entire server. Okay. So we can do the troubleshooting, but as of now, our fix will be restarting the server. Restart may fix the issue related to the listener. Okay, let's try to restart our server. I'm directly doing from here. Power off. Still we have 8 minutes left. The meantime, it should be up and running to start the listener. I am trying to connect to the server. Still it is failing. Let's wait for another 30 seconds. I hope it should come. Dot space for IENV, PS dot, listener here. Start. Yes. Still, we are getting the same issue. Okay. So we need to see that later tomorrow. So your side, you have to try till here. So any issues are there, I will let you know tomorrow. Any other questions regarding theory and how to configure the listener, how to start the listener?
So yesterday videos and today video we are going to upload in.
Yesterday video I uploaded,
Drive.
right?
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
I'll see
That is
that.
uploaded in YouTube.
Why I am not uploading in the drive? So my drive is almost full. Okay. Usually drive will allow only 15 GB, but I purchased space from the Google. Okay, I'm using that. So what I am thinking, okay, I need to pay every month to the Google. If I upload into YouTube, at least few videos, I can save some space in the Google Drive. That's why I'm uploading here.
Sir, that 19C patching
Okay.
also you upload. Those
You
are another.
You need to check like batch numbers. Every video I'm mentioning the batch number. Your batch number is 100, okay? You need to consider that.
Sir, but this VNC will be going to upload in Drive, right?
I will upload in the drive and I will share it. Okay. What are the files we have? Those files, related information, I will share it in the WhatsApp. Okay. The videos, like the mostly few videos will be uploaded in the YouTube. Okay, few will be shared in the drive based on the topic. Clear?
What do you need from your term insurance plan?
Okay, fine, thank you. We'll discuss further tomorrow.
Okay, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.